This is Rock News.
This is Rock News. Welcome to the 31st Sunday service in our year of triple grace and rest, the 2nd of August 2015. My name is David Alpha. Here is the news. The passing week can best be described as a week dedicated to the activation of the spiritual mechanism for prosperity and preservation for House on the Rock, the Word House, Enugu. For more on this report and other activities during the week, Stella Ibe is standing by with church updates.
The past week is no doubt a fulfilling one for all in different styles. It began with the usual but special two services on Sunday, which had Reverend Edwin Baebo rightly dividing the word of truth as he expounded on the need to avoid the negative emotion of jealousy, which detonates rage and leading to all manners of sicknesses and diseases. He further advocated the need for contentment and satisfaction with who you are and what you have, facing the reality that there is always someone who is better than you. Monday was the official commencement of a 5-day praying and fasting program designed by heavens to usher in a new reign of prosperity and preservation for the Word House in Enugu. The program can best be described as a cascade of spiritual mechanism activation using the covenant of the earth, the covenant of salt, and the covenant of the blood and body of Jesus Christ as represented by communion emblem. Wednesday witnessed another sensational time in God's presence as God used Minister Doyin Komolafe, a serving squadron leader in the Nigerian Air Force, to break the bread of life. He shared his experiences and testimonies on the faithfulness of God, stating that God can never owe a man. He further gave reasons why we should deny and disregard the unfavorable symptoms and fears all around us, for they are nothing but false alarm. The Woman to Woman Ministry held a teaching program on grooming and financial management on 25th of July 2015. The women were admonished not to live a life above their means, as borrowing to pay a debt is like digging a hole to cover another hole. Top of the teaching was grooming with emphasis on dressing. The women were sensitized on the need to be careful not to promote sexual immorality by playing a masterminded Hollywood script that promotes BBG, breast, butt, and genital worship as against beauty, brain, and purity.
They call it even what worship. See, when I see a lot of it. A lady wants to take picture, it's her backside she's showing. No, it's something as programmed. They programmed it from Hollywood.
The program came to an end after an intensive questions and answers section. Finally, the week practically climaxed with the maiden edition of the Relationship Summit, tagged Night of Favor, with Pastor Ken Asegeme and Reverend Edwin Baebo on Friday 31st July 2015. The program is best experienced than told. I am Stella Ibe reporting for Rocknews.
Thank you, Stella Ibe. And for a summary of activities that made headlines during the week, here is news in 60 seconds with Amazing Grace Ajayi. Amazing, over to you.
News in 60 seconds.
Here is news in 60 seconds. I am Amazing Grace Ajayi. President Muhammad Buhari has appointed P.T. Boro, a retired Brigadier General, as the coordinator of the amnesty program for former Niger Delta militant. Mr. Femi Adesina, the presidential spokesman, said this appointment is aimed at a speedy resolution of the recent hitches in the implementation of the amnesty program, such as the non-payment of outstanding allowances to ex-militants. However, the former coordinator of the program, Mr. Kuku, who had been summoned by the EFCC, have declined EFCC's request for questioning on 28 July on medical grounds, assuring to do so on September 30. The Senate during the week has passed a vote of confidence on the President Bukola Saraki and his Vice Ike Ekweremadu to put an end to the deep-seated crisis which have ravaged the Senate. In Oyo State, some armed robbers who disguise themselves as groomsmen in order to escape arrest have been paraded at the Oyo State Police Command. These robbers, who snatched a Toyota Highlander and placed groom inscription on the number plate in order to beat security, have obviously failed. The same Oyo State Police arrested an armed robber on his wedding day sometimes in May. Cameroon makes moves to deploy 2,000 extra soldiers to the northeastern Nigeria border with Cameroon in a bid to safeguard the country from Boko Haram. This will make the total troops deployed 8,500. Similarly, Cameroon have joined Chad, Congo-Brazzaville and Gabon to ban the use of full-face veil. Necessity is still the mother of invention. During the week, it was reported that the Nigerian Air Force Institute of Technology has developed and modified an unmanned bomb detector in a bid to pick IEDs, take them to a safe place for detonation.
Once we develop and we are through with it, we pass it over to our headquarters. We decide how to use that. It is not our business how to use it. It's our business to evolve. We tell them this is what we want to do. If it is good enough for them, they fund it.
In sports, Chelsea manager Jose Mourinho has tipped Super Eagles midfielder John Obi Mikel as a potential captain for the Blues after John Terry. On finance, while Apple boasts of over $203 billion cash and also plans on investing in Ultra HD plasma television, Android battles to secure and prevent over 750 million Android phones in circulation from being hacked by a simple text message. According to reports, these hackers are able to delete all files if they wish to and spy on victims by activating the camera mechanisms on the phone. Still on subtle battles, Chinese economy faces threat as the Chinese stock market experiences a crash and downturn in 5 months. Reports has it that suicide rates are on the increase as a result. Meanwhile, the Nigerian naira still struggles against the US dollars. And finally, on the entertainment scene, Kendrick Brothers plans a huge premiere this August. The producers of Fireproof, Facing the Giant and Courageous releases another spirit-filled movie, The War Room. War Room is scheduled to light up the cinemas in America as from 28 August 2015.
And Lord of Lords, I pray these things with all my heart. Raise them up, Lord, raise them up.
And that's all we have today on News in 60 Seconds. I am Amazing Grace Ajayi. Back to the newsroom.
News in 60 seconds.
Thank you, Amazing Grace, for that lovely reportage. And talking about birthdays and wedding anniversaries, there are 3 most important days in a man's life: the day of birth, the day of marriage if he or she is not celibate, and the day he or she exits this mortal world. First of these 2 days are joyous moments. It is in recognition of these joyous moments that Reverend Edwin Baebo, the senior pastor of House on the Rock, the Word House, took his time to send out goodwill messages to the birthday and wedding anniversary celebrants for the month of July.
The Bible says, teach us to number our days that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. And today, as you celebrate your birthday or as you mark your wedding anniversary, let me, on behalf of the entire eldership and leadership of our church, and on behalf of my wife and lovely children, let me wish you a very special birthday. Birthdays and anniversaries are significant and prophetic. And every time you mark them, first of all, you take time to count God's goodness and blessings in your life. And secondly, they're also a time to also appreciate all the mercies of God and the benefits He's bestowed upon you. Today, as you mark another birthday or anniversary, I want to pray that the God of my apostolic fathers will bless you. God Himself will cause His heavens over you to be open. May God Himself bless you with the things money can buy and the things money cannot buy. May God dip your feet in butter and cause the rocks to pour oil upon your life. May God grant you longevity of life and stability of health. May God disappoint the expectations of your enemies and grant you the expectations of your hearts. May God Himself cause you to enter into a new realm of favor and grace. May God Himself cause your head to be anointed with fresh oil, and may God cause your garments to remain white. I pray for you. May you experience greater impact, greater fruitfulness, greater results in all your endeavors in the years to come. I pray that God himself will keep you to celebrate many, many, many more birthdays. You'll be there to see your children, your children's children, your children's children's children. You'll be there to celebrate with them and also to see them come to fulfill their purposes and destinies in life. I love you very much, and I want to say once again, on behalf of the entire eldership and the leadership of the church, happy birthday and happy wedding anniversary.
He conquered death, hell, and the grave, and he ruled with all power in his hand. So let praise fill your mouth, let adoration fill your heart. Let's worship the King. You
And that will be all on Rock News today. On behalf of the production team, my name is David Alpha, saying thank you for watching and God bless you.